Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I just got back from out of town. I was down in Tampa for a travel ball tournament, Tampa, Florida. That is a long drive right there. So I've been on the road all day. But anyway, my son was down there pitching and did a great job. No runs scored on him. How about them apples? Now, so that's why I'm getting to this video late today. But I wanted to go over this. I'm going to go through this as quick as I can. I'm going to make a point that I don't know if everybody out there has really, if it's really sunk in about this XRP, potential of XRP. Let's say that Ripple loses the lawsuit. Let's say they declare XRP as a security. I think the assumption out there by a lot of people is that, oh, well, that's the end of the world. Well, you may remember I played you a video the other day of Gary Gensler himself, and he very plainly said that what's going to happen with this crypto space is a lot of these that are securities, the exchanges are just going to, the exchanges that list these digital assets that are called securities will have to be listed on, we're seeing all of these companies, the white shoe boys, the Goldman Sachs, the JP Morgan, they're all talking about getting their crypto custody. They've all said that they're about to announce it. So what's going to happen is I believe that this is how this thing unrolls. I think this was the plan all along. I think Gensler is at the SEC. I think he's going to be the guy that's determining which of the crypto exchanges is allowed to play ball with the big boys, allowed to get a brokerage license, whatever that licensure is, that allows them to have securities listed on their platforms alongside the whatever they say is not a security, like Bitcoin or whatever. That's how this game's going to unfold. And I think that the way it's going to end up is you're going to only have a tiny handful of these crypto exchanges are going to be allowed to list the digital assets that are called securities. But my point in bringing that up, and I'm going to play you a Gensler clip at the end of this video, my point in bringing that up is just to make the point that even if the lawsuit did not go, it's not the death of XRP or the death of Ripple if the lawsuit didn't go, if it did go in the direction of XRP being called a security. The interesting question that I have, if they do, I will ask that question at the end of this video when I play you the Gensler clip. Okay, Michael at VAL5 links. Dark Defender, my dears, we have broken out of the resistance as expected. Coming resistances of 98 cents and $1.10 are in play. People are asking for some books, and I would like to share a free online book. You can study Elliott Waves. And then he goes down here. He says, I've got my coffee and wanted, let's see, what's today's date anyway? I don't even know what today's date is. Am I supposed to know that? I think it's the 14th. Yeah, it's the 14th. So this is from yesterday. He said, we're on the verge of a decision till tomorrow, no room left. And he's talking about the resistance points and the supports. Okay. But he's still, I think, he says it's XRP decision day, but apparently today is what this is. So we did go through the break the resistance. Now look at the Joker's tweet. Check that out. ADA $21, XLM $13, Digibyte $21, XRP $55. Targets is not for you if you do day trading, leverage trading, get a loan to buy with money you don't have, dream to get rich overnight. This is for buy and hold style, buy, hold, sell style. And then he's got his Discord there, and he's retweeting this too. XRP $14 is not my target for this bull market. XRP price action tells me $55 would be top for this cycle before a major correction. It's not a piece of financial advice, nor I'm here to convince the naysayer. I like the sound of that. I'll take $55. Michelle Vandenberg sent me this. looks like Gary Gensler wants to crack down on some of these executive types or insiders with these companies that also have access to digital asset information. SEC plans to go after market manipulation on social media, executive insider trading, Gensler says. And there's a whole article about that. Also, I wanted to point this out. We covered this the other day where Flare had raised their, I forget which series of round it was, but they had raised venture capital funding. And then now Yoshitaka Kitao is retweeting that information about their fundraise. And to me, when this guy's one of the most powerful people in Japan. When this, and he was on Ripple's board, I don't know if he still is, but when this guy's tweeting about it and he's aware of it and cares about it, to me, that's pretty darn significant. Okay, Riz XRP sent me this. Listen to this. This is Peter Thiel. Listen to what he says. It's only 50 seconds.
Well, I think there's been the potential to get back to the future for a long time. And, there have been breaks in this Truman Show at various points. There was a big break with 9/11. There was a big break with the 2008 crash. You could say there's some sort of break with Brexit and Trump. And in the last few years, it's still like a little bit undecided what that all means. But I think there were a lot of reasons to question this and reassess this for some time. The reassessments never quite happened. But I would say I think we're now at the point where this is really going to happen in the next 2 years to 5 years to a decade. I don't think the Truman Show can keep going that much longer.
Man, I like this. I don't know if I like the sound of that, or this guy is one of Peter Thiel. Look, I've listened to a lot of people and shown you a lot of clips from a lot of smart people on this channel. To me, Peter Thiel is even more impressive than Elon Musk, in my opinion. In fact, Elon Musk to me is a little childlike. Peter Thiel seems like the real genius to me. When I listen to him, and this guy, he's literally, I think they even call him a futurist of sorts. This guy is sharp. Now, we've got good news for the Bitcoin maxis. It was always going to happen. The only way that Bitcoin can really go to the next level is to just be put on the XRP ledger. Watch this.
When Dave tries to send Bitcoin to his friends, why does it take so long? And why is the fee ridiculous? Dave is also asking questions about the impact on the environment. Well, Dave, you are one of many people who are dealing with common Bitcoin issues like high transaction time, high transaction fee, high environmental impact. Luckily, here is the answer. Introducing Spend the Bits. Faster, cheaper, and smart solution that is built on the most advanced, decentralized platform. That is XRP Ledger for secure and reliable transactions.
Shout out to Pompliano.
Faster, cheaper, smarter, decentralized safety, cryptocurrency payment solution. This app allows users to store, transact, and withdraw their crypto in an intuitive and easy way. This is all possible with these simple steps. First, fund your wallet. Using this menu, users can add funds to their Spend the Bits wallet.
I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'll just show you this Spend the Bits, XRP ledger-based secure and fast transaction platform. You can check this out at spendthebits.com. Folks, look, the XRP ledger, Stellar, all of that, it was always the answer. The interledger protocol, all this was always the answer to Bitcoin's problems. It was literally created to solve Bitcoin's problems way back in 2012 and 13. The Bitcoin maxis know this. Even the craziest of Bitcoin maxis like Max Kaiser, if they're honest with themselves. I just don't know these days if he's sane enough to be honest with himself. And I'll show you one example of this. Check this out. He says, we'll be sacrificing Elon into the Bitcoin July 8th volcano, Austin, Texas. There's Elon Musk being thrown into a volcano. Yeah, this guy has lost his freaking marbles. Now, back to some sanity. What you're about to watch is, for those of you that haven't seen this, Gary Gensler, I've shown you all the clips. Gary Gensler firmly, not questionably, he firmly believes that both Ethereum and XRP are securities, okay? He believes this, whether he says anything now or not. I'll let you watch the clip, but then the question I have, and I summarized it all up here. Gary Gensler, he very clearly believes that both Ethereum and XRP are securities. In XRP's case, he thinks the courts will decide. I assume he believes it's okay for Ethereum to get a free pass. It's not. I don't think this story is through being written. Excuse me. The most interesting question to me is secured by what? So if I buy a share of Apple stock, that's equity in the company. So secured by equity, I guess, right? But if XRP, there's no way you slice it that XRP is secured by equity. So they have to, if he believes this, they're going to have to, or if the judge even believes it, they're going to have to say, okay, security, but secured by what? Is it secured by the protocol? And how does that work? What do I get a certificate? I mean, it's possible. Do I get a certificate that says that I have a XRP and it's a security, and I've got a certificate that says security in the protocol, the XRP ledger? Is that what they're getting at? Is that what he thinks is going to happen? Because you got to say what it's secured by. Now, listen to what he says. If you have any question in your mind as to what Gary Gensler really believes, this is what he believes.
Spoken publicly, yes, I do think it's a non-compliant security. But this will not be resolved just by the Securities and Exchange Commission. It will be resolved by some courts, whether it's appellate courts or the Supreme Court. So what I believe is just that, it's a belief. But why would I say that? I think back to the Howey test. I think they are exchanging XRP. Ripple, the company, is exchanging XRP for something of value. And they're using it right now. They sell it every month. It's in a lockup. It's in an escrow. And they sell XRP every month. Ripple, the company, initially did the Genesis block back in 2013, but kept 80% of the tokens. Now they have about 60% of the token. But they sell it on a continuous basis, 100 million to 200 million or so a month of value. Two, I think it is relying on a common enterprise. I think Ripple, the company, XRP investors are very much relying on Ripple, the company. And that if Ripple, the company, went away, as you noted, there's not much use of XRP. In fact, for the first 3 or 4 years, or 5 years even, there was no use, and then they prototyped something called XRapid. XCurrent, the main product of Ripple, the company, is a messaging and apparently a clever one that's competing with Swift. But XRapid, the prototype, doesn't have a large community right now. So it's highly centralized around Ripple, the company, the development, the node network, the ownership is 55 or 60% owned by them. They're promoting it as
they're
such.
After that escrow, trust me.
It will be settled in some court at some point in time, and there might be regulatory forbearance, and maybe it'll be determined not to be, but I've expressed.
Okay, so bottom line is they have to, secured by what? Because look, on Link2's platform, almost every week, or not almost every week, but every once in a while, I tell you about how Link2 has private equity in Ripple, the company. Private equity in Ripple, the company, is very different from buying XRP. You have to be an accredited investor to buy private equity in Ripple, the company, but you are able to do it. It's very different from when I go on to Uphold and buy XRP. It's a very different animal. It's a totally different thing. I've never ever, not once in my investing life, gone to buy XRP and thought that I was buying equity. So it's secured by what? That's the question that guys like him have to answer. Secured by what? Is it see? And then here's the other thing. If they do call it a security, then what you own has some kind of value because it's secured by something. And they're by calling it a security, they're saying it has some kind of a value. I mean, that you can look up the definition of a security, and it talks about how it has a fundamental value. That's part of this. See, that's part of what's been lost in all this is that, okay, security, not a security, we still own something that has value. And even if it didn't go the way everybody wanted, in the short run, yeah, there may be the price may go down or whatever, but not in the long run because it's not going anywhere. This is a global thing. It's not going anywhere. And there's only 100 billion and only going to be 100 billion, and it's going to change the financial system, period. So, but look, I think all the world's a stage, and I think that this guy is just one player in the whole game. I think that that guy. Well, I'm not going to say anything further. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that there's no question Gary Gensler believes that both Ethereum and XRP are securities. Now, will he do the right thing and deal with Ethereum because it hasn't been dealt with, and it doesn't make him look like a very fair SEC chairman to go after XRP, and let that continue, but to leave Ethereum alone. That doesn't look right at all. It really goes to his credibility and the SEC's credibility. I don't think Jay Clayton's credibility is even up for discussion anymore. Thank you for listening.